Because I was explaining to my girl like why is she so powerful and why are they so afraid of her, like busting into this reality, busting the reality open. It's because
Yeah.
she has
All right,
so much
let's wait.
pain.
Let me intro, and we'll
Oh
talk.
yeah, my bad. I got in my bag.
Got in your bag.
Dang girl, you fine as hell. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Ralph is a fine ass girl.
Hi.
That
All right, everybody. Welcome to this bonus episode of our Potty
has not been
Entertainment.
named yet.
We haven't named yet, but it's a bonus episode. On this episode, we're going to be covering episodes 2 and 3 of WandaVision, which is the new Marvel Studios series on Disney Plus. So we did episode 1 a week ago, and now we're just going to do 2 and 3
Yep,
and cover a little bit on
we'll
both of them.
we'll make sure to have multiple episodes. I want to definitely review the theories and all that stuff going forward, especially for WandaVision because it's like the first TV show from MCU, so it's so important to talk about it.
Yeah, I think
And it
that's a
ties everything
good,
together, man. It's
absolutely.
insane how they I was talking to my girlfriend today yesterday. I was like, isn't it crazy how they tie all this stuff together and they take all these different comic books and make it into one little stream. You know what I mean? You got to give them credit, man. The storylines and
No,
writing is amazing.
absolutely, definitely got to give him credit. All right, so episode 2.
Mm.
Give me your quick take on episode 2.
Drunk Vision was hilarious.
Yeah,
Uh, the moments of her being able to during the talent show, like I'll skip right to it. During the talent show, there was a point where Vision started using his powers. So it's kind of like a thing of like she was trying to rein things in, and that was a big
yeah.
part of it. And also what I got was during the talent shows that it's all for the children. At one point or another, it was great. It's you could see it's starting to pick up. Now they're like, all right, cool. We gave you what the show was going to be about. Episode 1, episode 2 was introduction of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So that's what I got. I loved it. They keep giving me just enough to want more. You know what I mean? Like it's like foreplay. You can't finish it.
Oh no, of course. What I liked about episode 2 was watching both of them fitting into their respective social circles because he went to a neighborhood watch like all hyped up like nah
That
we
was
really
funny
need to
too.
do
That
this,
was funny too.
but they're like no, we just sit here and gossip and talk shit and drink
Chimoso,
beer. Like
chimoso.
yeah, they're like we don't really. Whereas when she went for like the whole Stepford Wives type
Mm-hmm.
thing, like no, they really do stuff. They're planning the
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood theater talent show and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
then that's when you see her sit with
Gotti.
Geraldine, who we know is
Oh,
Monica
Geraldine.
Rambeau. But then
I
she's
still
just
can't say
like,
that damn
I
last
don't
name
even
to
know.
save my life.
She even says it. I think she says, I don't even know why I'm here or how I came here. I think it's, I don't know why I'm here. It's one of those. So the one you hear that, and that gives you a suspicion, like, all right, us because we know who she is,
Mm-hmm.
but the people who don't know who she's gonna sit there like, oh, so then
Cool.
she's an important person because she's not from there.
Mm. And the other thing with that with episode 2 was also when just because we're talking about people who should and shouldn't be in there. The, at the end when she says no, when she sees the beekeeper come out of the manhole at the end, is that aim? Is that sword? It looked like a sword, right? It looked like a sword.
So the logo on the back of the uniform, the beekeeper's uniform, is a sword.
So that's still
However,
sword.
yeah. However, I don't know if in they show the hexagon a lot, like that,
Mm-hmm.
the shape in a
Well,
lot
they
of
do
the
that in all
episode.
the episodes, right? All the episodes.
So I think they might train. That might be the new. I think sword is
Sword is the new
going.
shield.
Uh,
For what
yeah,
I've
but
gathered
then
so far.
AIM is gonna be the new Hydra.
There you
Because
go.
if you
That's what I
saw
was
the
thinking.
commercial for like the Hydra soap
Mm-hmm.
in that episode,
There's a lot of Hydra little Easter eggs, like a lot of them. It's not a little.
So it seems like she's being held. Either she created that, or she's being held by AIM, the new Hydra, in there.
Because there's a point in time when she's speaking to Dottie, when she cuts her hand with the glass.
Yeah.
And she's like, and you hear in the what's it called, Wanda, who's doing this to you? Wanda, who's doing this to you? And that's the Asian guy
through the radio. It's right through the radio.
And that's when they were like, "Who are you?" That's when.
So Dottie, what I've been reading is that Dottie's going to be an important character down the line.
Oh, you can tell. But who though?
So
who do they know?
I don't know. It's going to be.
She plays a major part. Even when she had, even on episode 3, she had a part also. They made sure that they give you a little bit of her. But I like the fact that
she wasn't in episode 3. No, she wasn't.
When the lights went off, and the guy's reading a newspaper, and he's like, "Oh, baby, do I look? Hey, honey, do I look fat in this dress?" And then the lights go off, and he goes, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay. Yeah, we'll cover that in episode 3. But no, in episode 2 was really interesting because you still get the black and white aesthetic, but I like the fact that at the end it shows her becoming like, with the changing the color. I think each set of episodes is going to cover a different era of television, because I know that that's definitely something, a goal of theirs for the show was to like kind of pay like that respect to like TV of every decade. So right now you got the color.
If you notice, the second one, the intro was the Bewitched, which played hand in hand. The music too.
So the first one you got I Love Lucy and Dick Van Dyke. The second one you got more of like Bewitched, and then the next one.
Well, let's finish off with the pregnancy. How she got pregnant out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's gonna be interesting.
My whole belief, because me and you kind of we read a lot of the comic books, we read a lot of the theories and all that stuff that's out there. I'll leave this for the end, but I'll give you my theory on what the bigger picture of what it is that's going on when it comes to the whole Wanda and the MCU and what direction I think they're going in. From what I've read and I've made, so we'll hit we'll finish episode 2 and then we'll hit episode 3.
Okay.
Episode 3 was amazing.
Yeah.
So far, my favorite one. So far,
yeah. It's the best one. It's the best one out of all of them up to now.
You notice that each one it gets better and better and better. So I'm like, bro, this is wild. They're going for it all. They're going for it all.
But if you see especially with episode 3, the details, it's full on Brady Bunch.
It's all Brady Bunch. It's
like from the interior of the house,
yes,
to when they go outside, the fake lawn,
the fake background too. If you notice, the backgrounds are fake.
It's a fake background, because that was a big thing with the Brady Bunch. It's like, oh, we're outside. It's like, no, you're really not outside. You're in a studio.
In a box.
Where those shows nowadays, if they record outside, they are outside for the most part.
But that shows the detail to attention. And I don't know if people have realized it just yet, but everything that comes out of their mouth it's to give you Easter eggs. Everything's an Easter egg. Everything that Vision says, even when Vision says, mentions Shakespeare and how he wanted in his name, one of the kids, Tommy.
No, Billy.
Billy, there you go.
After
Billy.
William Shakespeare.
So it's one of the things, like, it's so much attention to detail. Like,
did you see the necklace that?
Yes, the sword. Monogram.
Geraldine had. It was the sword logo, and so she's like, it was the second time she saw that logo, because Wanda first saw it in the helicopter.
The red and yellow one. And notice that.
So there's a theory about that helicopter. Obviously, one you see like the Iron Man color.
Oh my god! It just clicked on me just now. Just clicked on me.
It's a small helicopter, maybe Pym particles come into play.
I think that's how they entered, and then that's how Geraldine got there. But because Wanda's
you think it's in in the quantum, like in
I
the
think
quantum zone.
I think the quantum zone is the only way you're able to breach that spot. That's
It
the only way
does
you can
seem
get in.
like it. It does seem like
That's
it.
what I think, but then it shows you like, all right, cool.
Because remember, in Endgame, Ant-Man was like, yo, it was 5 years for you guys, but for me it was 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or 5 minutes?
5 hours. Because he was hungry. He was starving.
Yeah, he says like, no, it was 5 hours.
It could be pin particles, or it could be that my theory with that, and it just clicked on me now, is like,
because remember they can time travel through the quantum,
to the quantum realms.
Yeah,
and I think that's part of it, or it could be that they try to enter, because I know Monica Rambeau's powers are almost like Captain Marvel's, and she's able to fight off the what's Wanda's powers again? Jesus Christ. What's it called again? It's not magic. It's she's able to fend off that. So she's probably one of the only people that can actually get.
Well, yeah, because her power comes from an Infinity Stone.
Exactly. So she's the only one that can actually physically get through something like that without being harmed. So I think that's how she may have gotten there. They try to get in there with the helicopter, and her both went in there, and that's how we got both of them. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but that's another version.
Well, no, but the only explanation would be if she came in with the helicopter. How does she come? How was she regular size, but the helicopter was so small?
Oh yeah, that defeats the purpose. Yeah,
that kind of there's that little knot right there.
Yeah, like I said, man, they got me. They got me.
Blows your mind.
And the thing is, they give us just enough to make us drive ourselves, make us go crazy. And it's a weekly craze. Now it's like to the point where, like, bro, you got me obsessed. Like, I'm like legit locked in. I don't think I've ever been this locked in for MCU before.
No, because it forces you to pay attention. Because I think with the movie, it's like, okay, you could go see it a couple times. Mm-hmm. You know, in the theater, or if you buy it,
you have time to like register it, process.
But this one, you have a week.
No, you have a week to figure it out.
You know, next Friday's episode 4.
There's more to process later, so hurry up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like hurry up. Like right, I know I'm going to watch. I'll probably do it later. I'm probably gonna watch the 3 episodes again.
I think I'm gonna watch them back to back. There was another theory out there, just real quick, off episode 1 and 2.
Okay.
You notice when the Tony Stark's the toaster?
Yes, the Stark toaster. Yeah, of course.
The Stark toaster with the red. Did you know? Have you not noticed that red is a big thing in each episode?
Mm-hmm.
Red is the color that's distinguishing. Is that is it a Mephisto thing? Because we all know that Mephisto, Agnes, and Wanda all have. Yeah. They're all part of the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Is it?
I think so, because if you notice on Agnes, the pin she had, or the brooch, it had like the 3, you know. Yeah. They're supposed, so it's supposed to be Mephisto, Agnes, and Wanda. You know, is she the third one?
And the kids, you know what I mean? And the kids, it all ties.
Oh, when she has the kids, together. Yeah. That was fun how they did that, where she literally got pregnant and had a baby in less than a day. That was fun the way they did it.
Yeah, even with the goose, or the
stork.
The stork. That was hilarious because the stork was on it too. Because as soon as Geraldine went in there, the stork got in position. So you know for a fact that this reality, it's meant to keep her there, whether she's being possessed to the
whether she's being kept there against her will, or whether she's choosing to be there. We don't know that yet.
I think
it might be a little bit of both, where she started out wanting to be there, creating her own reality,
and someone taking advantage.
Whatever evil forces are the evil forces of the show took advantage of that. I think that's what it seems like. And I think for episode 4, we're going to see how it was from the outside looking in. Let's say Sword trying to get in there, trying to communicate with her, because they can see her. If you notice at the end of the first episode, when it pans out of the TV, there's somebody with a sword mug, and they're writing a notebook.
They've given us these little pieces at the end of every episode. Like they're watching, they know what's going on. They're just trying to figure it out. But
they definitely have to get her to figure it out. But I think that's gonna.
The crazy thing is, like, what Sword is trying to wake her up because they're saying it's there.
You know who I think doesn't belong there either, aside from Geraldine?
Herb?
Yes, the black guy.
Yes.
He doesn't belong there.
He was gonna snitch. You heard him.
He was gonna tell her. He was gonna tell him something.
He was like, "Yo, we're not supposed to. We're not like." I'm like, "Oh, say it."
I'm like, "Say it."
Like, snitch already. And he was like, I think he's one of those blips, and I think Agnes is playing both sides as well.
Oh, she's definitely playing both sides of the fence, but I think she's more evil than good.
Yes, and I think, like I said, I'll get to my theory. All right, I think Mephisto, somehow, some way, Wanda and Agnes got together, became friends. She's teaching her these powers, and all of a sudden, Mephisto took over, and he said, "All right, cool. I want kids," which is Billy and Tommy. Possesses her, gives her this comfort, so that way she can build with Vision. Gives her the comfort, right?
Okay.
And Agnes is there to play the bodyguard in a sense, where like Herb was trying to get out of it, and she's like, "No." You know what I mean? It's been multiple times where Agnes stops people from to change the subject, or like to move the make sure that Wanda's like focused on the reality that she's in now, and not to get out of there, because Vision wants to get the fuck out of there. It's obvious.
No, of course.
So I think it's Mephisto's. I think it's definitely in. I think that's one. Mephisto. Agnes is definitely playing both sides. She's a witch. That's what she does. She's been teaching Wanda how to teaching her with her magic. That's why she's so much stronger now than she was before. Even at Endgame, when she almost killed Thanos by herself, she could have done it herself. So that just shows you how strong she was. And I think it's Mephisto. And once the kids are old enough, I think that's when we're going to really start seeing the outside coming in, because it's going to blow up, because she's going to be pissed that, so all you guys have been lying to me. Because I think
the kids are going to age.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see at least I think minimum 10-year-old Wiccan, and what's the other one?
Because remember, they're heading towards Young Avengers.
Oh yeah, so I really believe we're gonna get at least minimum 10-year-old at least. We're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get teenagers just yet, but you never know, because the way they're going. I mean, this seems like it's like a 3-day thing. It's a 3-day episode, to be honest with you. It seems that way.
Yeah.
But that's my belief. It's Mephisto's behind it all. Sword is trying to wake her up because she possessed all these people, and they're all living this crazy dream. They're basically living this crazy dream, and she's manipulating everybody to live her reality.
All right, so rating time for episode 2. Out of 6 Infinity Stones, what do you give it?
For episode 2? I could only give it a 4 because I enjoyed the last one so much, because they gave us so much more.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a 3.5, because I feel out of the 3 episodes, for me it might have been the weakest.
I could see that. That makes sense. But they gave us a lot, though.
No, they gave us a lot, and they definitely tell a story, but in the long run, for me, it felt like the weaker of the 3 episodes.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Episode 4, I give it.
You mean
out of 6 Infinity Stones? Episode 3. Out of 6 Infinity Stones, I'm giving it a 5.
I'm giving it 5. That's definitely a 5, because to me, that they legit gave us so much that it mind fucked us. Because like I told you, I watched it twice, and then I've been watching theories and reading on Mephisto. Like, I'm like, all right, so this is what it is. Mephisto has a big part to do with it. A lot of people say that they're in hell. A lot of people are saying that they're in hell, and they're all all those people are dead already. And she brought them all to life to recreate this reality. That's how Vision is there, because it's his synthesoid soul. Because he's
So
kind of like,
it's his afterlife.
yeah, it's like an afterlife. A lot of people think this is the
Oh,
whole
I think we're
afterlife.
gonna say bye to Vision again at the end of this season. I think.
Oh yeah, I think it's over. I think, and then that's gonna really. You think she's gonna say it? You think she's gonna say those words from House of M? Instead of saying no mutant, she says
She probably
mutants.
says something else, but it has to be a line that has to carry that weight and it has to be as strong as No More Mutants.
Because if you watched Age of Ultron, when she feels that her brother dies and she just like disperses all that red energy and how she kills mad robots, she has the power to do a lot, man. That
Damn, I
girl,
could tell Age of Ultron is fresh in your memory.
yeah. I had to watch it because she was like, "No, babe, I don't understand. Like, why? Who's Petro?" I'm like, "That's her brother." And
That's her
she's like,
brother.
"But who's Ultron?" She was like, "Who's Ultron?" I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,
I don't think she's seen all the movies.
she's not. She has not seen all the movies, so it's good
Yo,
to
but
watch.
see, that's
Watch
why
it with somebody that.
you guys gotta do is the watch all 4 Avengers movies. Like take a day.
She's seen all.
Watch
I
them
think
all.
I think that's the only one that she hasn't seen.
But it feels because you have all the solo movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you just watch the 4 Avengers, it gets bigger with every movie.
You're right.
So it's kind of cool to just watch that saga.
You know the funny part. She was like, "I didn't know the Hulk and Black Widow had a thing." I'm like,
Oh
what?
man.
You see, I love watching her because she's so like the innocence, I guess, behind it. She's like, wait. So Ultron is an artificial intelligence? I'm like, yeah. She's like, she listens, and so this is before Vision gets born, and she's like, why does he sound like Vision? I'm like, babe, just watch the movie.
Just watch and go with it.
Because she's like, but he sounds like Vision. That orange thing, that orange glowing thing sounds like Vision. And then I'm like, it is Vision, but it's not. It's Jarvis. That's not Vision just yet.
Yeah, no.
But I'm telling you right now, this episode 3 was legit mindfuck, and I can't wait for episode 4. Like I may stay up Thursday night just to watch it. Depending on what I'm doing, I think I'm gonna stay up.
I don't know if I can stay up till 3 in the morning.
Oh, it's 3 in the morning, not 12?
No, it doesn't. It drops at 3 in the morning, I think, because that's midnight West Coast time.
So they do it all at the same time. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what's your theory? I need your theory. We, the fans, we need to know what
for episode 4.
No, I want not to guess what episode 4 because I'm telling you right now they're good at what they do. We don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
But I want to know your whole synopsis on the bigger picture. Like who is the big bad? What direction is
I think we're going to see AIM.
Okay, AIM is a big thing, you think? I think
AIM is going to replace Hydra just like Sword is going to replace S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay, so who's the big bad though? You think it's a Mephisto or do you think it's AIM?
No, I think it might be AIM. I think within the show it'll be Mephisto, but I think movie like the big bad, you know how Thanos was like the big bad of everything? I think it'll be AIM.
Okay, I can see that. I can see AIM because AIM legit was just fresh in my mind yesterday. I'm like, damn, AIM, and I'm like, yo, AIM sounds so freaking familiar. So I started.
But it's gonna be a different reincarnation of AIM, not the AIM that we saw in Iron Man 3.
No, it's a whole different AIM.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get. To be honest, that would be kind of cool if we saw MODOK.
I think he's the one that's running it all, to be honest with you. When it comes to AIM, I think he's the one. He's the brains behind it, which is I'm pretty sure he uploaded his brain. Pretty sure.
Okay. You know who uploaded their brain, right? Remember in Captain America Winter Soldier? Mm-hmm. The German scientist?
Yeah.
They uploaded his brain onto the system. I think he'll be the MODOK.
That guy.
Yeah.
So do you?
I think his brain. I think his consciousness and his intelligence is still lurking somewhere around.
So that's going to be a segue to.
Remember, Hydra never died. Cut off one head, another takes his place.
Exactly. So my theory behind that that's going to tie into the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Mm-hmm. It has to.
in a bigger picture form, yeah, it'll lead right into that. But if we're talking about just the story of Wanda, that's obviously going to lead to Doctor Strange and Spider-Man.
And I think that's when we're gonna see Mephisto in Doctor Strange. He's the big bad in the Doctor Strange movie. I said it here first.
Okay.
Mephisto will be the bad guy in Doctor Strange too.
One more thing. So you've seen that. So you know how they did Wanda's brother. They did a version of him in the X-Men movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that actor is going to be in WandaVision. Now, they haven't released if he's going to be.
He's gonna play
the same character. You know, like from the X-Men movies, or if he's gonna be a brand new character. They haven't
said.
I think it's they never announced it. They announced it as him being in the show, but they never announced who he was playing.
Oh, okay. I mean, some of the X-Men movies, they did some things right. I can't give them that much grief, but I think what we're gonna get is the end of WandaVision is gonna be so big. I think that's gonna set the stage for so many different shows and movies.
He's listed WandaVision, but they don't announce his. They don't announce who he's going to be playing, and that's
another thing too. We haven't even spoken about how does she get pregnant? How is AIM getting her pregnant? You see what I'm getting at? I think it's a big Mephisto thing, like with that witchcraft and all that stuff. Like I think that's what it is. Because AIM can't force you to get pregnant. How's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to look at a bigger, dark underlining when it comes to that. I'm like, nah, it has to be a Mephisto thing. It has to.
I really think I'm about to be like, yo, fuck football today, and I'm just gonna watch movies
and binge. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what they're doing. They keep giving us these little 30-minute clips. I think down the line, I think they're gonna realize that we may make more money on these TV shows than movies.
I think
because it's a constant. Oh my god.
I think what they'll do is how they did with this first round, where they grabbed characters that were not main characters in movies, but they became so popular with the fans, so they'll give them their own. Like Loki.
Yeah.
Loki became one of the most popular, like I think even more than Thor. He got his own show.
He is more popular than Thor.
The chemistry with Falcon and Winter Soldier, everybody loved that chemistry. Now we're getting a TV show. And
there's so many backstories for that show too. I can't wait to start doing a deep dive in that show. I can't wait. I'm telling you this right now. I'll say it to the fans that we're gonna do reviews every week or every other week. We will review all the stuff.
I think we could do every other week and then just cover 2 episodes.
That works for me because that means that we'll be talking about episode 4 and 5 next week, right? And then we'll do the grand finale because there's only 6 episodes, right?
No, it's 9. I told you this.
No wonder they're so short. Because I can't stand that they're only 20-something minutes. That should be fucking pissing me off. Yeah. But they give us so much in those 20 minutes that I see why.
But yeah, so next week is gonna episode 4 is gonna be so good.
I don't know what else they're gonna give us. I think they're gonna give, like I said, I think I'm with you. They're gonna give us the outside looking in part of it. I think we're gonna see what Sword sees at the beginning, and then they're gonna put us right back in the that reality. Or they might just keep us in that whole reality and then blow it up in the middle.
All right.
Because remember, Geraldine got kicked out. Because that means that Wanda's starring. And
so yeah, so I think episode 4, we're gonna see her try to. I think it's gonna start off with them being on the outside looking in, like they're, like we're finally gonna get introduced to like us, the world, the outside
of that reality.
But I think it's gonna try to get her back in to that world.
Think so? I don't know. I think episode 4. I think they're gonna keep us in that reality. Now thinking about it, because it's a reality. Because we're all confused. Just we're as confused as Vision in a sense. Like we know that there's more to, but we don't know who's behind anything. So I think they're gonna keep us in that reality for a while, maybe another episode or 2, and then we'll see that bigger picture. But I think they're gonna keep giving us those little tidbits, like at the end of each episode, of how much closer they are to understanding what's going on. Because Wanda's woken up. She's not fully asleep anymore. If you notice, oh no, she had to rush. Like you see the darker side of Wanda. If you notice it, she's starting to get darker. She's lying to Vision now. You see where I'm at? So it's one of the things like we're gonna stay in this reality for another episode or so.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, so Ray, where can the good people find you?
You can catch me on ray.mises on Instagram, email, all that good stuff. Right. And I don't use Facebook.
You can find me. I
just started using Chatty House.
Oh yeah, gotta get in the Chatty House. You can find me at Ralph.Patino on Instagram. And a couple others. You can find Fifth Ward Media on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, sir.
You can find Our Pod Here Entertainment on Instagram. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple Music,
YouTube. Please
subscribe on Apple Music. Follow the YouTube channel Fifth Ward Media. On our Apple. Rate us and put in reviews.
Comment, subscribe, like.
Comment on our Instagram posts, interact with us, DM us, slide in our DMs.
No, don't slide in my DMs.
Well, the podcast DMs.
I know.
But yeah,
slide in that one.
I think that about does it.
Thank you guys.
We'll be on the lookout for episode 4, and then we'll discuss episode 4.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, peace out, everybody.
All right, peoples.